see it.
Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show.
It's the Charlie Bahama Show. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the very first Charlie Bahama Show. That's right, this is the very first brand spanking new Charlie Bahama Show just for you on OurTV. And a lot of you guys out there might remember me from Electric Air. Oh, you know, that's been a while back, but I'm still the same Charlie, all the flair with a little less hair. Anyway, back in the day, you remember Electric Air, we promoted Bahamian culture, Bahamian stars, entertainers, music, art, all of that. You remember that. We also had international celebrities on. We had people like LL Cool J on. We had Marky Mark or Mark Wahlberg. We had Biggie Smalls on. We had so many people. Even Beyonce passed through. In fact, I heard through a rumor that she said if it wasn't for Electric Air, she never would have made it. We'll see about that. Anyway, we have so many new Bahamian stars out there now and so many new Bahamian programs that OurTV, they dedicated themselves to promoting original content. And actually, Charlie Bahama Show is one of those original shows. So we're so happy to be here. And oh, thank you, Jeeves.
It's Dave, actually.
Oh, thank you, Jeeves. So we're so happy to be here. And as you can see, I'm here with my Airstream. We're on the road. You know, it's coronavirus time. It's a pandemic out there. So this show, this season will be a little different. We're on the road, traveling throughout. Nobody knows where I am. In fact, I probably don't even know where I am. But we're going to be doing the shows with all the different Bahamian entertainers and the folks doing Bahamian films and Bahamian TV shows from our little Airstream studio. Okay, so sit back and enjoy the first show. And since this is our first show, the first guest on our show will be these folks. They call it the morning moves. It comes on at 6 a.m. and I figure it's apropos since they do our early morning show, they should be our first show as well. And the girl on it, she's amazing. Her name is Bowflex Barbie. So the name alone is making me wonder, who is this person and what do they do? So when we get back, we're gonna have Bowflex Barbie on our very first show. Sit tight. Hey, welcome back to Charlie Bahama Show. And this is our very first show, like I mentioned before. And our very first guests are here. And I guess it's apropos because they do the morning show, which is the first thing people see on OurTV in the morning is Bowflex Barbie and then her husband Ethan are here on the show. Welcome to the Charlie Bahama Show. How are you?
We're good.
Great. Thanks for having
us.
This is exciting. Now, listen, you know, the first thing I got to find out is where did the name Bowflex Barbie come from? Tell me about that name.
I do not take credit for it. I was actually nicknamed this in college by a friend. So I've been on my own personal fitness journey since I was 14, and my passion obviously was recognized by my friend. So my friend in college, one day I was heading to the gym and he asked me, "Where are you going?" I said, "Oh, to go work out." And he said, "Okay, Bowflex Barbie," and it clicked, and I was like, I love that.
So tell me about that journey before we get into the show and everything. Tell me about that journey about fitness.
So fitness for me started out as more of therapy and an outlet, not so much for aesthetics or health per se. I started, like I said, when I was 14 after I lost my mom to breast cancer. And I tagged along with my dad and my brother, who are now still very much into fitness as well. And that's kind of how I started. I got hooked on it and I stuck with it since then. It turned into my passion and now my profession, yeah.
Wow, that's great. Now, Ethan, you work out too?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm sure you can tell I work out too. I have a six-pack right here. The only thing mine is inside a cooler. You dig? But, you know, I'm bulked out. But no, that's an interesting story. So Ethan, maybe the two of you, how did this show come about?
Well, you know, actually a health and lifestyle coach, right? And so
Oh, okay.
My company does corporate consulting with companies to develop employee wellness programming. We do individual programming as well. And really, it was an idea born out of the pandemic because we weren't doing the in-person sessions anymore. And, you know, COVID did a situation where it really presented us with a face-to-face scenario of what our unhealthy lifestyles have brought us to as a Bahamian community, right? And so I really was thinking, okay, well, how can we get the expertise that we provide, Dekel through her training, mine through my health and lifestyle coaching, to the masses? Because really that's one of the greatest challenges that we have as a people, is that we don't have easy and ready access on a national level to, you know, expert programming. And so I actually did it. It was one night I was just really bothered by it, and so I literally wrote out the concept. And so, of course, being married to the Bahamas queen of fitness, it was only right that, you know, she was the host. And so came up with the concept, pitched it to OurTV, and now we're here. You know, we premiered on Monday, September 7th, and we're here to serve the Bahamian people.
So how has it been received so far since it's already on the air?
Very well. I mean, we did a preview week in June, just to kind of beta test it to see what the demand was. The show premiered, you know, at the top of the charts for the time slot. You know, it's 6 a.m. Unfortunately, a lot of people were actually up for that. And, you know, it's been received very well. We have some people who are saying, you know, this is really going to help me, because we combine the physical activity component, but then you also have the health and lifestyle segment where we actually give practical tips and strategies so people can start improving their lives right away. And Dekel designs the workouts in such a way where it's really easy for anybody of any fitness level to participate and get involved and get active, man.
You have me with the fitness, but that 6 a.m., I don't know if I could get up for that. Now, it's not live, right? You have to be up at 6 a.m. too, or you
No,
tape
so
this?
it's recorded. It's 6 a.m. and then
Oh,
it
okay.
also rebroadcasts at 9 a.m. So you have two options.
Oh, okay.
Two
I'll
chances to
9
catch
a.m.
it. Yeah.
You know, well, you know, as you say, you know, this is born out of the whole pandemic, Corona. We're all social distancing. As you see, we're doing the interview, you know, via Zoom, interviewing different people. The Charlie Bahama show is all over the place, but from my Airstream, my studio, the Airstream. But yeah, it's exciting that, you know, you guys are there in the morning, and especially in the Bahamas, because, you know, we're notorious, at least in the past, for eating like peas and rice and macaroni and cheese, and you know, we never used to be health conscious. But I think in the last, I say 10 years or so, we're becoming more and more. And with people like you, Bowflex, Barbie, and also you with the fitness, you know, the healthy lifestyle aspect, it's really important, you know, that we have a show like this. You know, I'm so happy that OurTV decided to do a show like this. So we're going to go to our first commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk a bit more about the show, how it works, and what you do on the show. And then even after that, maybe you can give some of our viewers some tips, some fitness tips, and some health tips, you know. So we'll be right back. Charlie Bahama Show. Come on back.
Charlie Bahama Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and we are back here in our Airstream studio, and I am here with Bowflex, Barbie, who has that great Morning Moves TV show on OurTV, and Ethan, who is into more the fitness aspect, the good eating and the good living aspect of things. So tell me, Bowflex, Barbie, about how the show works. Like, what would we see on the show, you know, normally? And also we will have some clips. We'll be showing you some of the clips of the show.
How the show works, we come on at, like I said, 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. There's a very short intro. We go into the warm-up. I kind of give a little overview of what the workout for that day is. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes I have special guests on. I have some Bahamian entertainers, some familiar faces, influencers, and special guests on the show with me. Sometimes I also have guest instructors that actually lead the workouts instead of me, but I'm also always there kind of giving modifications sometimes, or alternate versions of some of the movements that may be a little higher impact. But then we go into the workout, and the workout itself is about 20 minutes. We have a few breaks in between there. And I designed the workouts with mostly body weight and stuff that you would have around your house already, like towels, chairs. We incorporate into some of them. And like I said, we always give people options to modify and, you know, adjust the movements if they need to, if they have any injuries or pre-existing conditions that kind of hinder movement. We give them those options because we really wanted to make the workouts accessible and, you know, suitable for all fitness levels. So yeah, we do that. And then after that, we go right into Ethan's health and lifestyle segment, which some Saturdays is also a spotlight segment where we highlight people in the community that would have had success on their fitness and health journey. So Bahamian viewers get to kind of see people that look like them, or people that may be in positions that that have been in positions that they are in, and how they got to, you know, this successful place in their health and fitness journey. So we have a lot of people that would have had like amazing weight loss transformations, or people that are on their postpartum fitness journey, just things that people can relate to and like be inspired by as well.
Oh, that's cool. So Ethan, tell me some fitness or some good eating habits or things, like some tips you may have.
Right, so my segment, we focus on two primary areas, which are healthy behavior interventions, and then of course diet and nutrition. And so with the healthy behavior interventions, that's really giving, you know, practical tips on, because what we find is that a lot of people could determine between healthy and unhealthy. And so the challenge is, how do we change unhealthy behaviors for healthy behaviors, and how do we navigate that space in between? And so the healthy behavior interventions is really designed to help people navigate that space in between where they are and where they want to be. And of course, diet, nutrition, I mean, we don't just sit down and say, okay, well, you know, you should be getting 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. What we try to do is give them practical tools that they can implement immediately and make those small changes to their daily routine to actually make improvements to a healthier lifestyle. And
So how many, this is a very important question, how many servings of macaroni and cheese I could have?
you can have as many as, no. Okay, so, well, and see, and that's the thing, right? Like, so one of the things that we do is there isn't any good food or bad food, right? Really, there's, you look at it, and it's really just changing our perception of what is healthy versus unhealthy, because you would find that some people would say, oh, you can't have any macaroni and cheese, but growing up in the Bahamas, and you know, that's a part of Bahamian culture. So what we try to do is to teach you and show you and give you the tools so that you can make healthier choices. And so instead of maybe having macaroni and cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, you know, it's okay to have some sparingly, right? You don't necessarily have to cut it out, but really we give you the tools that you can apply to your life based on your current circumstance to start getting healthier. And this is over literally a decade of my personal journey, because I used to be 306 pounds. And so I lost 100. What? Right. And so I actually lost 110 pounds, totally transformed my body, transformed my life. And then I decided to leave financial services to go into this full time. So this is really a personal mission on our part to really help other Bahamians not just transform their bodies and get healthier, but really transform their lives as well.
Wow. Well, you got to send me a before and after picture, so you know, for sure. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show a little bit of clips to all our viewers out there of a little bit of what the show is about. And then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more with you guys about the show, and you know, just reiterate where people could see it, what time it's going to be on, and everything. All right. So you all hang tight. We're going to show you some clips of morning moves with Bowflex Barbie. All right, and then we'll be right back.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. 8, 9, and 10. Switching sides. We have abs to finish this off for our upper body workout today. Soya, you got any words?
I have no words. Plenty sounds.
That's fine. Wendy, I heard you celebrating back there when I said last round. I don't know if it was like, you ready to do it or you ready to leave, but but either way, great job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. You made it.
This is the naked time too. 2 more minutes and I would be in the house.
Thank you for joining me, Soy Boy.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for joining us at home. We hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching him work out with me.
The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and we are here again with Bowflex Barbie and Ethan, the stars of the Morning Moves TV show on OurTV. And they're trying to get us looking really good in the Bahamas. We know, Bahamians, we know we pretty now. Now we got to be pretty and in shape, you know what I mean, and healthy. Because that's another thing too, Ethan, when you could probably tell people about, which is just because you look like you in shape, you work out and you got muscles, doesn't mean that you're sort of healthy if your eating isn't right.
Right. No, definitely. I mean, we believe in total wellness on the show, right? And so even going beyond just your physical and diet, nutrition, physical fitness, diet, nutrition, we also talk about your mental and emotional health as well. And so we really want to present total wellness.
So Bowflex Barbie, tell me if you have any sort of tips for people in terms of fitness, like say when your show is not on, because people want to maybe do it every morning. So if there's some tips like in the morning they should do, or, and let's start off, some easy things for some people, and then give us like some, of course, you can tell from me,
Yeah, not you,
but Olympics, but just, some tips.
Sure. So some things that I usually recommend, people that are kind of looking to either get started or they're struggling with consistency, the first thing I say is to have a plan. So like you said, that action plan, maybe they want to get at least 5 workouts in every week. They do morning moves 3 days a week when we air, and then those 2 additional days they decide, okay, I'm going to do a 30-minute walk around my neighborhood, or I'm going to get on YouTube. I actually have a YouTube channel as well. They get on YouTube and they do a YouTube workout. I would say just create a plan and try your best to stick to it, make that non-negotiable, because your fitness journey, making that a part of your lifestyle means you have to be consistent and you have to, not cut corners. Show up for yourself, because it is for you and it's going to make you better.
Now, how is it working together? Husband and wife, I'm sure me and my wife would have a lot of issues, but what about you? I guess Ethan, she in good shape, so you can't really step out of line too much.
No, I just do what she tells me to do. I said, yes, there.
That's not
you heard, yeah. That's what it took me a year or two to realize that's the way to go, but anyway. See, not only are you good with you also smart.
Yeah, no, this thing come with sense, man, Charlie. This thing come with sense. No, but reality is that we complement each other. I mean, she has an amazing work ethic, as do I. And so we actually complement each other. And we just, just like any relationship, marriage included, professional relationships included, is just about communication. And what we try to do is schedule, we keep work separate from home. And so if I make her mad,
which is hard because you're now working from home
especially
in the pandemic.
But if I make her mad, I say, baby, now that was at work now. You home now, so you got to come give me a kiss and give me some loving.
I imagine on the days that she's mad at you, all them viewers out there, they get a really hard wake up. They're like, do 100 push-ups. So we'll know when you in the doghouse.
They can come looking for me.
Yeah, they say, man, she making me run 20 miles around, So remind our viewers the times the show comes on.
So Morning Moves airs on Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. and then on Saturdays at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. on OurTV channel 212.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Ethan, Bowflex Barbie, thank you all so much for coming on the show, and good luck with the show. I will be watching, and I will actually try and get up on that early, one of them early mornings, because I'm stuck here anyway. And, hope to have you back on the show again. And when we're able to get together again, I'll come and do a interview with you right there, and you could put me through through the moves.
You come and be one of the
Sounds
guests
good.
on the show, man. You could be a guest on the
definitely.
show.
Yeah.
Definitely. Give me a little head start so I can, get a little training. Just tell me a little bit.
We'll
how
give you
to
some
train.
notice.
All right, you guys. Well, you guys stay safe. Be good, and thank you for your doing, because even with this corona, you got to keep your health up. This is the time when people are sort of staying in and socially distanced and not going out so much, so you tend to gain a little more weight. So your show is super important for something like this. So
Thank you.
all right, y'all take care of yourself, and
Thank you.
we hope to see you soon. All right,
Okay.
we'll be back. Charlie Bahama Show.
Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show.
Follow Charlie Bahama on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or go to charliebahama.com.
Charlie Bahama Show.
Well, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. And I think we had a fantastic show with Bowflex Barbie. It was just fantastic. I'm so happy that OurTV is putting on Bahamian original programming. And that first show is really good for us Bahamians out there, because we got to work off that peas and rice and the coleslaw and all that thing off of ourselves. So I'm happy that we have that show on the air and so many more. So stay tuned to the Charlie Bahama Show, because every week we're going to have new Bahamians talking about their TV shows, their films, and what they're doing out there. Entertainers, musicians, the arts, you name it, it's going to be on OurTV. All right? So until next week, it's the Charlie Bahama Show. All the flair with a little less hair. Cheers. See ya.
Charlie Bahama Show. 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 Charlie Bahama Show.